Man, I wish I could come up here and say that Crawford bit off more than he can chew moving up through weight divisions. But like I said, man, anyone that doesn't know shit about boxing keeps thinking that Crawford's gonna gain weight to go up to 168. Let me slap some boxing knowledge in you. The reason that fighters move up in weight is because they can't cut any more weight. Crawford most likely walks around 200 pounds. Okay. Well, Canelo probably 210. So I'm not gonna make any excuses for Canelo, but I'm gonna make a benefit of the doubt for Crawford that he cut less weight, therefore he had a better performance. As for when he fought Spence was weight drained, and so is Crawford. Crawford was a better fighter that night. As for Crawford Canelo, in my honest opinion, the fight could have gone either way. Crawford had the slighter edge. But if Canelo won the last round, it would have been a majority draw. Could there be a rematch? Yes. Should there be a rematch? No. All I'm saying is that if a natural super middleweight like William Skull and Hamza Shearer stood and traded with Canelo, they could probably stop him. So, yeah. As for Canelo, he's got nothing to prove. He can call his career quits today, and he already built his legacy in the Hall of Fame. Same with Bud Crawford. You know, even after the Spence fight, he could have called it a day. He could have retired. That would be it. But excellent boxing by Crawford, and I'm impressed that he could stand and trade with Canelo from time to time. A lot of people are disappointed in Crawford for running from time to time, but you know, if he stood and traded with Canelo most of the fight, the fight wouldn't have gone the 12 round distance. Canelo would have stopped him. What else, man? Canelo's peak was with Caleb Plant. After the Caleb Plant fight, when he got smacked up by Bivol, that was, you know, kind of destroyed Canelo in a way. But as for Bud, if he can go down to middleweight, 160, I'd like to see him do that. Fight the champions at 160. Well, no one really knows who's at 160 anymore. So, heck, he could even retire. But now I want to see Bud versus Bivol. That would be an awesome fight. Bud versus Bivol. And that's Bud's test if he really belongs up there in these higher weight divisions. If he could outbox Bivol, then fuck, he's the greatest of all time. He's better than Muhammad Ali if he defeats Dimitri Bivol. But I want to see that fight next. Turkey Alashi, put this in your considerations. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Dimitri Bivol. Please. Excellent boxing, excellent hand speed. And that's probably why he couldn't perform well against Madrimov, because he probably cut too much weight to make 154 pounds. As y'all know, when he was a super lightweight, he cut from 188 to 140, so I'm really not surprised if he's walking around 200. But yeah, I stand firm. I would like to see a fight between Terrence Bud Crawford and Dimitri Bivol. I don't think there's any other fight for Bud Crawford. All the 168s wouldn't really make a big market for Bud Crawford. But that would be a great fight. Bud Crawford versus Dimitri Bivol. As for Canelo, maybe a fight with Jake Paul. You don't need to fight anyone at super middleweight or even light heavyweight. You don't gotta fight no more names, bro. He's at a level that he can fight Jake Paul and still maintain his legacy. And I'd like to see him put Jake Paul to sleep. But as a Canelo fan, I am pretty depressed. I'm pretty sad about the loss. And, you know, I was hoping that we would see the same Canelo that fought Caleb Plant, which we did. But the thing with Plant is he stood and traded with Canelo, which is what got him knocked out. For Bud, he boxed smartly and efficiently. He didn't run too much because, you know, he's not a tall fighter like William Solo. If he runs circles around Canelo, he can maintain the stamina and take Canelo's hits. He had to scare Canelo a little bit with his power and his hand speed. And there were bursts that he did hurt Canelo from time to time. But, you know, Canelo is chin tested. And man, he looks like a literal man of steel. But this is where in the sport of boxing, brute doesn't always win. Canelo Alvarez has the body of a football player. Bud Crawford has the body of a professional boxer. I'm not saying that it matters. I believe his muscles slowed him down. This is where it didn't do him any favors being that thick. Nevertheless, he did well, man. He performed well. This is his best loss. It wasn't a one-sided ass whooping. That last 12th round was a determining factor, and the fact that Terrence Bud Crawford won the 12th round is what won him the fight. That last flurry won him the fight. If Canelo got the better of the exchanges or even scored a knockdown, shit, yeah, Canelo would have won. It was that close. There could be a rematch too. If not for Jake Paul for Canelo or fucking Bivol for Crawford, then why can't we see a rematch between Bud and Canelo? But it's not gonna draw as much. It's not gonna sell out the Allegiant Stadium. It's not a Las Vegas worthy fight. If Canelo did beat Bud, I was predicting that he would fight Hamza Shiraz probably in the Yankee Stadium in New York. But this shows the best must fight the best. Please fucking scrap Canelo, Tank Davis and Jake Paul. I want to see Tank and Shakur fight at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Boxing has already proven that they can sell out big stadiums. The WWE sold out the MetLife Stadium for WrestleMania and another event. Let us have what the fans want to see. Shakur versus Tank at the MetLife Stadium. I would like to see that. Possibly a rematch of Canelo and Bud on the card. That's all for now, and you know, there's not much boxing greatness till the end of the year. The next big fight in boxing is Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani, given that Naoya Inoue blasted through Picasso and Nakatani beats Sebastian Hernandez, something like that. Yeah. But that's the only fight I'm looking forward to, and it should happen. Inoue versus Nakatani.